All eyes will be on National Assembly Speaker Max Sisulu this afternoon. And Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan says officials who are failing to comply with government's 30-day payment period for services could soon be fined. I'm Richard Brooks. National Assembly Speaker Max Sisulu is expected to table his report today into the outcome of last week's decision not to proceed with an opposition request to schedule a motion of no confidence debate against President Jacob Zuma in the National Assembly. Yesterday, the Western Cape High Court reserved judgment in the urgent application by DA parliamentary leader Lindiwe Mazibuko on the matter. Parliament spokesperson Lozuko Jacobs says the report is scheduled to be tabled this afternoon.
We expect the matter to be on the order paper today. Remember, the program committee is a substructure of the National Assembly, and it normally reaches its decisions by consensus. In this instance, there wasn't a consensus. So the Speaker is now reporting back to the National Assembly.
The presidency says the terms and conditions between President Jacob Zuma and a financial institution which is holding his bond for his Nkandla residence remains a confidential matter. The presidency says it will provide proof of the evidence of a mortgage bond for the first phase of the residence as mentioned by President Zuma in the National Assembly last week. The presidency, however, says the evidence will be readily made available to an authorized agency or institution empowered by the law of the land and not the media. This follows newspaper reports that Zuma misled the National Assembly when he said he has a bond. Presidential spokesperson Mac Maharaj.
That is a question you have to address with the financial institution that granted it. It has the power in law to lend money and make bonds available to clients. And it has its own rules, and it is a sector, the banking sector, governed by the Financial Services Board. There is no reason for you to conclude that because there exists a trust and it is tribal land, therefore no bond can be available to any person living on a tribal land. I think that's a false conclusion, but it is asking the president, the recipient of a bond, to prove that he has got it.
Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan says officials who are failing to comply with government's 30-day payment period for services could soon be fined. The minister said this during a meeting of the Presidential Coordinating Council held at Tainhase in Cape Town.
Ministers, premiers and other senior officials in government must now start penalizing officials who do not pay within 30 days so that we can assist smaller businesses to manage their cash flow in a much better way.
The search for a 38-year-old man who went missing while swimming at Main Beach at Richards Bay on the KZN North Coast yesterday is due to resume today. National Sea Rescue Institute spokesperson Craig Lambinon says their earlier search yielded no results.
On arrival on scene, NSRI and ER24 paramedics searched for a 38-year-old contract worker from Johannesburg who had reportedly disappeared next to the Dolisa while swimming. It appears that they had gone for a swim after work. The man was swimming in his clothes and he had disappeared while swimming. Despite an extensive search, no sign of the man has been found, and police dive unit have been activated to resume the search today.